More than 20 learners from Kimathi Secondary School in Nakuru were caught up in the crossfire between police and protesters in Kivumbini, leaving them in a state of confusion. The school is among 4 other institutions in Nakuru West where learning was disrupted during the day-long fracas. As NTV's Ruth Sarmwei Chesenge now tells us, the Kenya Wildlife Service has finally broken its silence over the alleged disappearance of Brian Odhiambo 6 days ago.
The main road leading to the Nakuru National Park was turned into a battlefield as protesters engaged police in Kivumbini in day-long running battles. The cause of the protest being the disappearance of 31-year-old Brian Odhiambo, who was arrested by KWS officers on January 18th after he was caught fishing in Lake Nakuru. At the center of the protest were students from Kimathi Secondary School who were disadvantaged by the lakeside winds that blew tear gas smoke into the school compound. More than 20 girls collapsed in the institution as others went into shock after inhaling the choking fumes.
Mapolisi na wanawarushia marisasi hawasikii, lakini walikuwa vijana wengi sana. Sisi tumekuliwa na tear gas imetukula macho sana.
Things are getting worse.
The students were ferried by well-wishers to the Langalanga and Bondeni hospitals for first aid.
I just got a phone call that tear gas have been thrown in Kimathi and the Severance, Kimathi Primary, Flamingo. So I just rushed there to take the kids back. I found so many kids lying down. I managed to take some to Bondeni, some are brought here to Langalanga Primary.
Earlier on, during the protest, the demonstrators had overpowered the officers, forcing them to retreat to the KWS offices before reinforcement was brought. The defiant protesters would later set ablaze a section of Lake Nakuru National Park, a move that saw officers from KWS use tractors to put out the fire to prevent it from spreading. The Kenya Wildlife Service has released a statement this evening in response to the matter. The statement reads in part, and I quote, KWS is fully cooperating with all security agencies to uncover facts, ensure justice is done and uphold accountability. The KWS officers linked to the matter have recorded statements with the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, and investigations are ongoing. We appeal for calm and urge the public to avoid incitement, lawlessness, destruction of property, and support ongoing law enforcement efforts. End of quote. Civil society organizations have moved to court seeking orders to have KWS produce Odhiambo, who has been missing since last Saturday.
The respondent to this petition is the officer in charge of Nakuru National Park, the Director of Criminal Investigation, DCIA Nakuru East, Director of Public Prosecutions, and Honorable Attorney General.
An independent body must be established to investigate allegations of torture, arbitrary arrest, stroke abductions, and the unresolved cases of disappeared individuals like Brian Odhiambo. Perpetrators must be held accountable.
Protesters engaged the police in a cat-and-mouse game for the better part of the day in running battles that not only affected learning in Kimathi Secondary School, but also Kimathi Primary, Lakeview Primary, as well as the Flamingo Primary School. Ruth Sarmwei Chesenge, NTV in Nakuru.